Hallo und willkommen in Hamburg. Or hello and welcome to Hamburg. This is the Cats Whiskers TV podcast. Hello and welcome to a very special Cats Whiskers TV podcast. So today is 8th of October 2014 and it's currently 10 o'clock in the evening, and I've just arrived back from Hamburg after watching Panthers lose 6-0 in their final Champions Hockey League game at the O2 World Arena in Hamburg. Fantastic experience, fantastic trip, and I hope that really comes across in the following podcast. Spoke to an awful lot of people while I was over there, and just to give you an idea of how this now pans out, I started before the game speaking to a few people, then in the period breaks, and hopefully the experience as well as the intake of alcohol, shall we say, as it went through the night comes across. It was an absolutely fantastic experience. Hope you enjoy it. Warm up at the O2 World in Hamburg. I'm with Antoine Marijon from Panthers Hockey Live. Well, this is just incredible, isn't it?
It's alright, Jono. They've just welcomed us on. We just can't get enough. Well, this is mental. I mean, you walk in, you see the size of the arena, and it's just like the whole top tier is taped off, and this bottom arena is probably bigger than ours alone. It's just amazing. Look at the scoreboard.
I mean, just coming here and seeing this, it sort of justifies our inclusion in this competition for me. Do you think the same?
Definitely. Well, it's like trips like this. I think the experience alone anyway. I'm hoping that our management guys have taken a lot out of the against the three teams that we've played, you know, systems and things like that. But the away trips are always fun anyway, aren't they? But I mean, this is just another world.
Yeah. Moving on to the game, I mean, how do you see it going? Hamburg obviously sacking their coach after the defeat in Nottingham, but haven't lost a game since. So you know, it could be quite difficult for us tonight.
I think it hurt them. Us beating them. What, they're ranked eighth in the tournament, and we're ranked last. And I think that's got to hurt. And I've got a feeling they're going to be, you know, coming out all guns blazing tonight. And like you said, they've done well since, ironically, sacking the coach. I mean, Rob, Panthers Hockey Live, was here for their game on Sunday as well. So, and it depends again with our lads. I mean, how the bodies hold up, and you know, everybody knows we're carrying so many injuries. I'm looking forward to seeing the three EPL kids and see how they do tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I was interested to see if they'd actually be included. I did wonder if, you know, with it being the last game, we can't qualify. Would we really like to include them? But I'm really pleased to see they've been included. And I think a game like this, where I suppose it doesn't matter, there's no qualification riding on it. You'd hope to see them have plenty of ice time.
Well, I hope they play with no fear, like they did against these lot when we played them at our place. And to be fair, that goes for the same for the rest of our team. I mean, let's put it this way: nobody's expecting us to take anything from tonight, so let's just go out and play like they know they can, and let's kickstart our season from here.
Well, thanks for the moment, mate. Appreciate you joining us. I'm now with another Panthers Hockey Live tweeter, Rob Pacey. You came out here a bit earlier. You saw the game between Hamburg and Krefeld on Sunday, so just try and articulate the experience if you can.
It's probably the best hockey experience I've had. The entrance was phenomenal. There's a big show. It's well worth the money. And then within 1 minute 6, they've taken the lead. This is a different team to the one I saw in Nottingham. They've got a new coach. Their captain Schubert's back, and there's just a big, good feeling around. And I was actually speaking to a Hamburg fan after the game, and they said that's their best performance of the season so far.
Do you think Panthers could struggle tonight, or do you think we will make a game of it, considering they're probably taking quite a lot of confidence from the home leg?
Yeah, I definitely think there'll be a game. It won't be a complete landslide. Should be a good game, but I just think Hamburg have now got too much about them, and they'll see us off.
Just a word for the amount of Panthers fans that have come over here. I mean, they were saying on Twitter earlier today, 350 plus. That's incredible. For what is effectively a dead rubber game, this sort of support is just amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Noise is good already, and I mean, I probably saw about 10 Panthers fans at the game on Sunday. People are making a bit of a holiday of it. It's just a really good atmosphere. Hamburg have really welcomed us in. It's just been amazing.
All right, well, thanks for the moment, mate. Appreciate you joining us.
Cheers.
So the teams are just about to come out. I cannot describe the atmosphere. It's only a third full, this arena, but it's absolutely deafening in here. Projections onto the ice. And here come the Hamburg Freezers. I really cannot describe this atmosphere. I hope it's coming over this recording. We'll speak to a few more fans in the first interval. End of the first period, it is Hamburg 1, Panthers 0, with Andy Haywood from Panthers Hockey Live. Good period from Panthers' point of view.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we played really well. A couple of defensive lapses where they've got behind us a few times, and one of them ultimately led to the goal where I think it was Schmidt hauled down Pettinger on a breakaway.
No arguments with that penalty shot, really.
No, absolutely not. And they dispatched it. But I think ultimately, apart from like I say, a couple of defensive lapses where they've managed to get in behind the play on our blue line, we've coped really well. And going forward, we've created some really good chances as well. So it's 1-0 after 20 minutes. It's early days, but it's looking good.
The atmosphere, considering that a lot of the top tier of the arena is taped off, there's probably in the region of 5,000-6,000 people here in a 40,500 seat arena. The atmosphere is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's very good. I mean, they've got the drums and everything, but the boys behind me are really giving it back. I mean, ultimately, the away games are always going to generate more of an atmosphere because they're all together in one place. But like I say, with the drums that they've got and our lads giving it all in the stands as well, it's been absolutely superb.
What do you expect from the rest of the match?
Much of the same. I think that they'll probably they're going to fancy their chances as being the better team. They will probably be happy in the change room with the way things have gone. But I think on top of that, I think Corey and Rick will be exactly the same. They won't be too disheartened by the scoreline. They won't be disheartened by the way that we've played because we've created some chances and the goalies had to make some cracking saves. I just think, for the next 40 minutes it's going to be much of the same and hopefully we can catch a break and get a goal.
Okay, thanks for your time, mate.
No worries.
Second period about to start and I'm with my Cats Whiskers TV colleague, Mr. Aaron Lord. How are you, mate?
Very well, thank you, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. What do you think of this then?
Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? Let's be honest, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
What do you think of the game so far? So 1-0 down going into the second period. Pretty certain penalty shot, I think.
Yeah, very, very. It was the right call, shall we say? But I think it's very even. I think we've had some good chances. I don't think they look, too far ahead of us. Put it that way. I think we've got a good opportunity to get back in the game.
So, do you think we can maybe nab this one? I mean, it was quite an even period, really.
Yeah, very even. I think if we get the next goal, then it's game on as it is. And I've had a few bets with the people that I'm with, and let's just say overtime winner.
All right, mate. We'll no doubt speak to you later.
Yes, you will do, buddy. All right.
Back with Aaron, it's in the second interval. It's Hamburg 6, Panthers 0. That didn't go according to plan, really, did it, mate?
No, it was a period to forget, shall we say. But look, I'll be honest, I think there was a few dodgy calls in there, but they kind of shown their skill and quality, didn't they, really, in that period? And who would have thought after the first period, when we were only one goal down, that we'd be talking now 6-0 game.
I suppose disappointing the way that we did beat them 3-1, but it seems that game really gave them a wake-up call because this is a completely different Hamburg side that turned up at the NIC.
Totally. I mean, look, they've changed coach. They've got players back that weren't available on that day. I'll be honest, I didn't think it would ever. people are proud of my hearing. I didn't think it would ever be a 6-0 game at any point. But look, again, they've kind of shown the level that they're at, and I don't necessarily think that we've played that badly. I think you might say 1 or 2 goals you'd want back, for example, but overall it's, they've played efficient hockey, haven't they?
They've been very good, and when they've got close in, they've looked like scoring. And to be fair, I think there's only one of the goals that Kowalski will want back. All the others he really did not have a chance with.
No, and I think that kind of creativity that we talk about on the show every now and again, and the killer instinct, if you want to call it that, they've proven tonight that you can pass the puck, you can pass it around, you can do moves and set plays, but at the end of it, somebody's got to put the puck in the net, and that's what they've done. And it's a harsh lesson. This isn't what the CHL's all about for us, isn't it? We've won 1 game, we've come to a place again that is absolutely amazing. Look at their fans. Let's have a word about their fans that period, because it was absolutely unreal. For people that obviously don't know or aren't here, their fans came and joined us with their drums, which I'm not a massive fan of drums, if I'll be honest, but they've totally. This is fantastic, isn't it? Really, you've got Hamburg fans, you've got Panthers fans mixing together. There's no animosity. It's a loving,
and I think that it's probably different for them because from my experience when I've come to see DEL games, there's a lot of animosity between the 2 sets of fans during the game, and I don't think they're used to the sort of camaraderie that's taken place here. But it's absolutely wonderful to see.
It's amazing. Look to my right, your left, 4 Panthers fans talking to 2 Hamburg Freezers fans. This is what I love about the sport. I'd love to kind of bottle this and have it every week, because this is really where we should be kind of aiming, and what we should be. And this is where I kind of I love the Panthers' ambition. We might be losing 6-0, but the ambition to kind of compete with these teams is just, for me, top dollar. And it's tough to sit there and see a goal conceded and everything like that. I just hope that we come out in this 3rd period, and even if we get a goal, I think it'll be nice to get a goal.
Yeah, I would really like to see us get a goal. We've obviously scored in every Champions League game, so why not tonight? I think we've been close.
Yeah.
We've had a few chances, but at the end of the day, the better team is just showing their complete class tonight.
Yeah, they are. Look, as you said earlier, this is a completely different Hamburg Freezers side to the one that we saw in the NIC for whatever reason. But hey, I think if we can come out, get a couple of goals maybe, I'd be proud to just get 1 goal. I'd like to see us get 1 goal for the fans. I think, we're to all the Panthers fans, 350 plus apparently. That's amazing support.
It's the 3rd period about to start. What would you like to see?
Like I said a minute ago, I'd like to see a goal from the Panthers. I think it'll do the Panthers a world of good. I think it'll do the fans, a world of good as well. Just to be honest, to compete for the 20 minutes. We've competed for the 40. Yeah, it's 6-0, but I think that's flattering, if I'll be honest.
All right, mate. Well, I will probably speak to you at the end. Final score: Hamburg 6, Panthers 0. I'm with Martin Green. Despite the scoreline, what an atmosphere! What a game!
Absolutely love the trip. Hamburg's
people in the toilet, Jono.
No, well, it's where you're available, isn't it?
Don't interrupt my interview like that. This is important. I thought we battled hard.
Michael got into a lot of trouble.
We got beat. We was always going to get beat. Everyone knew he was going to get beat. Thoroughly enjoyable experience. Hamburg's brilliant. Recommend it to anyone. If you're out there, any elite league club, join the Champions Hockey League. Any chance you get, it's brilliant. That's all I can say, honestly.
So, with a few Panthers fans after the game, what do you think of that?
Disappointing, but they gave it their all. Just on the night, they were too good.
Hamburg were just superb, weren't they?
Fantastic, yeah. Just a step ahead, and that clinical in their offensive zone. They were too good for us.
Completely slightly different side to what we saw at the NIC after the 3-1 victory. It seems the change of coach has really done them good.
Yeah, I think they had bust legs that night and they were a few down, and the old coach. Tonight they look a completely different team, to be honest, and they were very clinical.
Finally, a word for the support, which was just incredible.
Oh, it's fantastic. We spoke to a few fans before the game, and the other two teams brought like 20 and 50 supporters. We brought probably nearly 400, and everyone in their arena, their team, have acknowledged how good we were coming over. So fantastic. Nod of the cap to our supporters.
I'm with a fan of the Hamburg Freezers. What do you think of that?
Yeah, it was a great match. We won 6-0, and the crowds from Nottingham was awesome. Also, in German, war ein gutes Spiel. Hamburg hat 6-0 gewonnen und die Fans aus Nottingham sind großartig. Super Stimmung, war echt gut.
What do you think of the crowd that came from Nottingham? Were you surprised at how many fans came from England?
Today? Oh, I don't know. 100, 150? How much is it?
Probably 400.
400, okay. It was great.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It was a good match.
Thanks for your time.
Okay, no problem.
So, final wrap up with Mr. Aaron Lord, who's I think been drinking. What do you think of that overall? Nice that we didn't concede in the final period, but probably disappointed we didn't score because a couple of breakaway chances.
Yeah, I think obviously Robbo, had probably the best opportunity on the breakaway there, but Mosey also had a couple. He had one certainly, and just couldn't get past their netminder, unfortunately. But yeah, pleasing to see that we didn't concede in that third period. Look, really, we had one period that completely changed the game, didn't we? And that was the second period. But it's been a fantastic experience. It really has.
It has, and it's been wonderful. It's been absolutely incredible, and the support, the camaraderie with the fans of Hamburg was just unbelievable.
Amazing. Look, you have rivalries in sports, and sometimes it can go a little bit over the top and stuff like that. But tonight just showed as well that you can have fantastic friendships, across the ponds. But fantastic, absolute. I mean, this is an amazing place to play hockey. The O2 Arena is amazing. The Hamburg fans are absolutely quality. Could you imagine playing in front of these fans, every week?
Oh, it'd be awesome.
It'd be awesome, and I think sometimes maybe we have to take that back to our arena as well. It's all right doing it on the away trips, and especially in the CHL, but this is how we should look and make our home games, even against the elite league teams. So fantastic experience. Very happy that I've come over here and experienced it. It wasn't the right result, but look, if we look back on the whole CHL as a whole, we won one game, and that is way more than what anybody expected. So
it is. So the whole CHL experience worthwhile?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, we've talked about it before, and I think it, like we said, it shows ambition, which is something that I'm very proud the Panthers have. It puts us out there. It shows us. It shows other teams that we kind of want to be taken seriously. Like I just said, we've won one game, which is properly unexpected for a lot of people. And I think, over the whole, we've competed very, very well. Even though the scorelines would probably suggest different, I don't think necessarily we've been completely outclassed. I think you see the difference in the leagues that we've played against, but I don't think we've embarrassed ourselves in any way, and I'm very pleased that they've got on there.
Many thanks to everyone who joined us in Hamburg for the podcast and spoke to us. It really was a cracking experience, and I hope that has come through over the past few minutes. Well, we will be back with the TV show next week. Myself, Aaron and Paul, of course. We will be looking back on the 5 Flyers games that are coming up this weekend, and then looking ahead to the following weekend's games. So until then, many, many thanks for listening, and we'll see you then.